Do you speak more with people, by which no one listens to you, and everyone ignores you? Do you tell your future plans and goal to everyone, by which, your goal becomes garbage, and no one respects your work? If yes, then today, from the book of Robert Greene, The 48 Laws of Power, we'll share 4 laws, by which everybody will listen to your matter carefully, and will respect you more than themselves. Are you not believing? So let's see yourself. Law number 1. Always say less than necessary. When Nicholas I became king of Russia in 1825, many riots were going on there. Then the king ordered the execution of the leader who incited the riot. When the king's men start hanging that criminal, and he was about to be hanged, the rope of that noose broke, and that criminal fell on the ground. At that time the breaking of the rope was considered a miracle of God, and the offender had to be let go. So the king's people went to the king, and tell all the matters. The king was about to leave to the criminal, but some king's advisers asked soldiers, was that culprit saying something after falling on the ground? Then the soldier says, yes, he was saying that the king can't make a good rope. So what will the state run? After listening to this king's order, if so, let's show him what we can do. And the same time that culprit was killed. It is not to tell that if he kept his mouth silent, after breaking the rope, this wouldn't even happen to him. It is said that arrow came from Sagittarius. A bullet fired from a gun, and a voice came from the mouth does not come back. This law also suggests us same. Speak less than necessary. Attention, not only less, even less than necessary. Many people are like an open book. What they fill they speak, and always find opportunities to give their opinion. And doing this is very easy, but keeping quiet is very hard. If you see pages of history, then you will find that less spoken person had ruled the world, and those who spoke more than necessary had to face problems and even death. If you will be speaking more, then sometime you will tell bad things, by which you may also be caught. So speak less than necessary, because less speaking person not understood by others easily. Law number 2. Win through your actions, never through your argument. The story is like that. In 131 BC, a king had to break the door by attacking a fort. Then he told to his people that go and bring the biggest iron pole from a ship factory. When king's people reach to ship factory, then that engineer tells for this work the small pole is better than the big one. King's people explain to that engineer, but instead of following the king's order, that engineer gave a small pole by giving a technical reason. That was actually right. But by this king became anger, and by forgetting to break the fort gate, he gave more priority to punishing that engineer, because he didn't follow the king's order. Then the king made that engineer run until he died. Instead of arguing against the king, if only the engineer had said so, that you take big pole and on my request also take this small pole. If your work is done with a big pole then nice, and if that doesn't work, then use the small pole, so that your time is saved. By doing this, the king would first use the big pole, and after fail, he would try a small pole, and become successful. It no needs to say, king would be happy with engineer thought and also respect him. See your boss or higher officer not care about that either you are right or wrong. He just wants to make his point. Powerful people can harm anybody for not obeying them, so never argue with your higher authority. You may have listened to actions speak louder than words, and this law also teaches us the same. Repeating one thing thousands of times is not matter, but showing it to complete, matters much. If by winning small arguments and try to show yourself powerful, then this will be your stupidness. When Steve Jobs was fired from his own company, then to prove himself instead of arguing with others, started his own company, Pixar, by which he proved indirectly that he is still intelligent as before. Powerful people never argue with others, but he wins by their action. So you also have to do the same. If you want respect, then take the right action instead of arguing, and you will get respect. Law number 3, think as you like but behave like others. Once it happens that Florence's mayor said to the Italian sculptor Michelangelo about the sculpture made by him, you have made this sculpture good but this sculpture's nose is looking big. You should do a little small. Then Michelangelo, instead of arguing with him, he went near the sculpture, pick his tools and also pick some little amount of soil. And after going to his sculpture, he only plays with the tools to show off, and throws some soil on the ground, by showing that he has done the nose small. And after Michelangelo takes the mayor a little far from the sculpture, and asked how the nose is looking now, then the mayor said with happiness that now the nose is looking perfect. Michelangelo was knowing that the mayor was standing just below the sculpture, by which obviously nose will look big, but then also he didn't argue. Because if he would win that argument, then that mayor will not be happy, and his enmity would be increases. See, there may be many things which you believe but others would not believe. You can apply this law to that. Believe in whatever is right for you, but behave like others. If you show everywhere that you are going against common thoughts, then people will try to vex you. Like, I personally believe that a college degree is not necessary for everyone. It depends on your goal whether either degree is important for your work or not. But in society, people give much importance to a paper degree. So I also say yes to them, and they understood me much intelligent. I do this because I have listened somewhere that the best place to hide is crowd. So tell the people what they want to listen to, and show them what they want to see. Say your thought to only whom, those who believe in that. Law number 4, use absence to increase respect and honor. If you have noticed that when any celebrity comes to any party, then he goes in just 5 minutes. He does not stop eating food. By saying that, he have to go to next program. While they have not any program, they want to lose their value by their availability. And this is law number 4 of power. To increase your reputation and respect, use your unavailability. The author says that as much you seem and listen to the people, that much you will look simple. So that some famous celebrities don't do T.V ads, because they don't want to lose their value by coming in front of people again and again. The world runs on supply and demand. The things that are much available, people don't respect those, and take those for granted. So if you want to increase your reputation, so learn to live to absent some time. And if I tell by summarizing these 4 points. First, always say less than necessary. Second, never argue with others. If you want to win, then win by your action, not by argument. Third, think as you want but behave like others. And last is, to increase your reputation and respect, use your absence. Ticking, you haven't gone yet. Will done, for genuinely interested people like you, by telling a bonus law and giving this video a personal touch. Some days before, I saw an old ad of condoms on YouTube, in which a boy was getting married to a beautiful girl, and before marriage, the girl's parents called the boy to their home. When boy reached to girl's home, then he saw the small sister of his girlfriend, who was very beautiful. He told to his brother-in-law that no one is in house and they can enjoy this opportunity, and no one will know about this. The girl went inside by said this boy becomes happy and thinks his luck becomes bright. But then he remembered that the condom is in the car. He doesn't want to take any risks. So without telling anything, he turns back and comes to his car. He was about to open his car's gate. Then all family of that girl started clapping for the boys. Then boys understand that it was his test, in which he passed only due to luck. By the way, that ad ended there. But let's try to move forward by thinking of a real-life example. That time boy doesn't say the truth to anybody. He got married and he started living a happy life with her wife. His wife and other people started trusting him blindly. And that boy never uses this trust in the wrong way. If someone sees that boy with any woman or girl, then people thought that he may be meeting that woman for any purpose. And he will never cheat on her wife. After many years, when there was a child grew to this couple. So during talking, that man told the truth to her wife. He thought, after many years of marriage, there will be no matter of that thing. If you believe it or not, the blind trust would vanish for his husband at the same time, when that person told his secret. And if her wife tells this thing to her family, then her family would also look at him with suspicion. If I tell in small words, by just opening one secret, that man's life becomes up and down. But these can be avoided, by keeping that secret a secret. You can take any example. These type of situations may be personal or may be related to any work, or anything. If this is fixed that coming out that secret is dangerous, then no one can save you from that danger. So for loyal people like you, I'll only suggest that never tell your secret to anyone, to no one, because some secret things should be kept secret only. And that secret should never come out, even after your death.